Hello watch lovers, you know what time it is. Now it seems a long time ago when we first started doing this. Yeah. Here I have Russ and the lovely Kaylie.
Hi guys.
How are we doing? It's a pleasure to be here. Pleasure to be here, yeah.
So we just thought it'd be nice to have a catch up.
Talk about the year.
Talk about the year.
Talk about the year.
People to watches, what's gone on, bound to be loads of questions.
Yeah.
So here we go. Well Russ, what have you got on this year? What's your thoughts?
How are you?
I ain't got much on, to be fair.
That's why you're here with us.
Yeah. Well, I made a big trade this year on the old Rolex Explorer with BQ. Service was second to none, Kaylie.
Thank
Top
you. Did
notch.
you give us a Trustpilot?
I wish I did it at Christmas time though. Do you know why?
Why?
I would have got a box of celebrations.
You can't believe how many people have OD'd on chocolate.
Oh my God! But when I went into BQ, it felt like I was at Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. The amount of celebrations, Galaxy, Heroes.
Russ, it's always celebration. You know that. Always, always.
It is phenomenal. There is a lot of chocolate, isn't there? You've been tempted.
We support the Diabetic Society.
It is very cool. No, it's been all over the place, the watch world, hasn't it? You know, how's business been, Spence?
Like I've said, a lot of people ask me this on a regular basis.
Yeah,
it's back to the normal of like 2016 to 20. You know, where people who always bought watches, watch collectors. Yeah. Obviously, sort of tail end of 21, 22, where things were going mad and people buying things. I'd say it's now back to the more normal, where there's discounts off gold. Even some of the bimetal pieces are not going for crazy money. And people who have always wanted watches are getting back. It's definitely a buyer's market though.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah.
Kaylie, how have you been?
I've been
You've
good.
been good, yeah?
Yeah.
It's been a very good year because Kaylie is not borrowing a watch anymore. For live shows. She's actually purchased one.
She's spoken about it for a long time.
Yeah. It's not It's not the green dial Daytona. I haven't won the lottery. I didn't give a kidney. I decided to start small.
The Aquanaut and a Nautilus.
One on each wrist.
So what have you got on your wrist then?
I decided to treat myself to a Datejust 31 in steel and rose gold with the pink Roman numeral dial.
It's very cool.
I mean, it's very neat.
With the Roman dial.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? It's the right size, I feel, as well.
Yeah,
Russ?
I tried on a
Very
36
pretty.
and I just thought it was a bit too big for me.
Yeah.
Whereas I felt like this was the perfect size.
The 34.
31, Russ.
Yeah.
Wow.
He looks a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Russ, if you can find a 34 in a Datejust.
Yeah. You'd be lucky. Maybe that's something.
What have you got on?
I've got the Rolex Explorer.
Nice.
14270.
That's 36 mil, isn't
36 mil. Yep. I think that is the Explorer size.
Well, as you know with those, they went 36, 39.
39. Well, they got
36.
40. They went to 40 as well,
yeah,
haven't they?
Them 36.
Yeah. I think they realised how popular
It's the size.
36 was.
Yeah.
It's the size they should be. And we're going for a Rolex treble because Spence, I think he showers, sleeps, and he does everything with this watch on.
What, this one?
I think it's his favourite.
Isn't it?
I've spoken about it for a long time, but I do love it.
Yeah.
It is the Rolex Yachtmaster Titanium.
One of only 2 titanium watches.
The Rolex 2.
Yeah.
And why do you love it so, Spence?
I love the fact that whenever someone looks at it, I'll feel it's so light.
Yeah.
It's just,
And I remember you saying it doesn't look like a Rolex. Do you remember you saying it almost looks like a fake one?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because of that dark bezel.
Yeah.
It
but
is
the
cool.
colour, the colour's so
and the
unique.
dark. Yeah, I mean the dark stain titanium on the steel.
Yeah, it's so different.
It is cool.
Yeah.
Works so well with a tanned arm. It's just a shame.
I wouldn't know.
You're actually quite tan, Spence.
Am I?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are, to be fair. Obviously, Trustpilot has gone, whoa!
Spence, your baby.
Talk to us about Trustpilot, Spence.
Have you heard of Trustpilot, Russ?
I have. 5 minutes. No.
Is it something you use when researching?
I have definitely used it for services.
Do you know who's number 1 on Trustpilot?
Who's number 1? Who's number 1 on Trustpilot?
For buying, selling, repairing. I'll tell you what, You have a look on Trustpilot and you come back to me.
Here we go.
In the chat, are there.
Go and have a look.
Yeah, that would be the thing. Go and have a look.
Go and have a look, team.
Look, it's been a lot of work.
Yeah.
And it's an amazing tool. I mean, I think TripAdvisor and Trustpilot, they're the things that people use and which give you, because it's not what you say, it's what other people say.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. That's really good that you're at number 1. Who's number 2nd? We don't need to say.
Well, it sort of moves around, but we're number 1. That's all I know.
Yeah, number 1.
Yeah, and have been for a few weeks now.
Yeah, which was really exciting.
That's cool.
Russ, what have you been up to this year?
Just been.
Include your year.
Well, after seeing you in March.
Yes.
Which seems like
that was like yesterday.
Yeah, a month ago. It's ridiculous. Watches and Wonders.
Yeah.
Have you seen? Just on that, I can't remember. We had some special Rolex released certain watches. Have you seen any of their releases from?
We have been lucky enough to see a few. Now, one that I didn't really think in the pictures, and I didn't understand it.
Yeah.
A watch that stands out for me is the puzzle 128235.
Nice.
We are fortunate we had to source one for a client.
Really?
And when you see it, and it's not just a printed dial, how the pieces look like real pieces.
Like bubble pieces, texture.
Wasn't it,
also
Kaylie?
how they're made, it's honestly extraordinary. And also just how different, it's not just the puzzle, as you know, but the day and the date. So like, you've got different emojis, you've got different, it's honestly, it's the most incredible thing. I mean, it's not really, I mean, obviously it's a watch, but you literally really can tell the time. There's no day, no date. Like,
it's a talking piece, you need a watch as well. It's not going to...
Yeah, exactly.
To tell the time, you need a puzzle. But
but it's very, very different, you know.
Yeah.
Very different.
It's a statement piece, isn't it? Like you said, it's a talking point.
Yeah. Also, Russ, I don't know if you saw the other piece we got, a Le Mans.
I have seen a picture.
In yellow gold. Wow.
It's pretty special.
Yeah.
How long did you have that for, Spence?
No, we just got it.
You sourced it.
Again, yes.
That's a big service that I don't think many people know about either. That you can source
when
this
people
stuff.
want certain pieces.
Yeah.
We're literally told to go and have a look for certain things.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. What a service that is, you know. But I've just been looking at the watch market. Obviously, the big thing that's not really a big thing is the old Cubitus that's recently come out. I think it's quite funny that Patek wanted to steer clear of the Nautilus because they didn't want to feel like the Nautilus company. Yeah. But then they go and make a square version of it.
Yes, true.
What's your thoughts on that watch?
Yeah, so when I first thought it, like everyone else, everyone jumps on and says, what they done, what they doing, why they bought this out.
Yeah.
But from what I've heard from people who have seen it, apparently it's stunning.
Really?
It really is.
Gav's actually had it on his wrist.
Yes.
And he's got quite a big wrist, and he says it just about fits him. But it's about 50. It's a big old watch, big old square
sort
watch.
of Santos size.
Yeah.
And apparently the one that's the piece, I don't particularly like the bimetal. I thought the steel one on the bracelet with the green dial.
Yes.
Yeah. But apparently the platinum one is the piece.
Is it? That's the one to go for.
That's the one.
I mean, that would be very hard to lift, let alone put on your wrist.
Yeah.
Because lifting platinum is pretty heavy, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, we've got a platinum Daytona in, and I just think it's crazy to wear that every day. But it's also a stunning piece.
Yeah, particularly when you're working on the bins. But right, shall we have a look at the chat? We'll say hello to who's here. Ian Nicholson.
Hi Ian, how are you?
You know what that means? There's a competition on, because he usually wins it. There's not a competition on. You're not going to win it, Ian. But why the lads? Up there, yes. That's all right. That was all right, wasn't it? The last moment I remember of Ian Nicholson is when we went to the watch event next to Wembley.
At Wembley.
And Ian had a couple of sherbets and he was throwing eggs. Let's just put it that way. Let's just leave it there. You know, a couple of sherbets, didn't you, my friend? A free bar.
Yeah.
Free bar, wasn't it?
That free bar went down a treat.
Free. We got Knott's Gaz in the house, and I believe Knott's Gaz, you don't know, but Knott's Gaz does have one of his watches in with you for consignment. Okay. He's loving the service at the minute, which is really cool. Rich Mitch is in the house. Hello, my friend. 4 CDs.
4 CDs.
These are all very regulars, aren't they? You know. Ian Nicholson, that was funny on the old eggs. Do like it. Come on, Spencer and the BQ team, bring back a YouTube show. We miss it. What are we doing now? We're doing it now, Ian.
We're doing a Christmas special.
We're doing a Christmas special. This is in one of the rooms in the massive studio of Spencer's new building, which I've just seen and just tried the new
you haven't
toilet.
been to this one? It's somewhere new.
I haven't been to this wing, but I've just tried the new toilet.
Yeah.
And it was lovely.
Good? Was it?
Yeah, it's very nice, which I can use the shower as well. It's a shower.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
But I'm a bit disappointed I can't use the big toilet anymore because
Sorry, girls only.
girls allowed, isn't it? Girls
Girls
allowed.
No boys allowed. We made a rule.
Yeah,
Have got in trouble a few times.
Yes.
I have been in there.
Have you?
Why are you in here? He was like, well, I'm just
Ross,
here.
got something special to show you. I'll let you show the viewers. We have the deep. Now, looking at this, it does look like it's not right.
I can't
Ross,
believe
come on, we got to be serious.
Mate, I cannot. Can I, Josh? Josh is in the room. Can I have your Submariner, Josh? Because
Well, the other thing, you can have this
Oh,
titanium
my God.
42.
Josh is in the building. Say hello, Josh. He's there. He's not saying hello.
So again-
He's too shy.
Go on, Russ.
Too shy.
You go through.
Right, listen.
So show that.
Well, we've got the quintessential Submariner.
1240, 16 on day.
1240, 16,
It's
non-day.
the 12, isn't it? Yeah. The 11. Sorry, the
So
1140s need upgrading that.
Which is
There we go. It's another sale we can get in before
you
Christmas.
get that in there. Good. I wanted to show this because the watch that Spencer's got is
So there, you can show that
we'll
next.
show the titanium.
Then we have the
titanium Yachtmaster, which is half the weight. What's it, 30%?
I think from memory, it's about a third less. That's about 150 grams.
Yeah.
And the titanium Yachtmaster 42 is about 100 grams.
Okay.
From memory.
Okay. So.
And then this thing, I mean,
Oh
just
my dear Lord!
no.
You take that. You take that.
This thing, there we go.
Oh
is
my
really,
God!
Put it next to the sub.
Put it next to my head. Yeah. So. Tell us the reference of this one. What is that?
Kaylie?
Do we know the reference?
This is the 126027. Please.
Oh
I
my
don't know.
dear Lord!
I'm sure someone will pull you up if it's not
Probably.
correct.
So we are
Sounds
talking about
right.
the deep sea challenge.
Yep.
Is it the 10,000 metre or is it 1,000? I can't remember. It would
no,
say.
it's 1,000.
Yes,
What is it?
11.
Bottom of the sea.
It's the bottom.
What?
Is the Ariana Trench?
Yes, correct.
Mariana.
Trench. No, I prefer Mariana. Holy Jesus. I'm
is.
surprised you didn't go for this one instead of the one you picked.
Do you know what? I thought it's just a little bit
Russ,
too
you know
big for
what?
me.
It's a shame because I tell you what I have got coming, and we will do a little short on it when it
A
comes.
house for this.
No, I've got the gold version. of
Oh
that
my
coming.
God.
The deep sea. Yeah.
Yeah.
But actually, in terms of money, that is about 28, isn't it? 28 grand.
Selling it?
Yeah.
No, they're selling it like 39.
39. Okay, but list is 28, and the gold is around 50.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that is going to be an absolute monster in gold, as in weight-wise.
That's in weight
Yeah,
because it's
everything.
already. I mean,
I think that's was it, Josh? What was it? About 240.
it is
Damn, we
absolutely.
did weigh that. I think it was about 200. It was definitely 240, 250 grams.
Yeah, it
So
might
Josh-
even have been under that. It might
Was
have
it?
been 215.
It looks like the same dial
So
size.
it's about double
the
this.
same dial size.
I'll go and get scales.
Yeah, damn, not to worry.
Would you wear it?
I would not wear it. No,
Put it on though.
I'll put it on. But there's no way. There's no way because.
Why you just feel it's a little
Well, I
bit.
feel like the new Submariner's just a little bit big for my wrist. So I mean, I think the clasp is too big for my wrist. I mean, it's a beast, and this is Rolex just doing it, trying to show off with their. I mean,
Is it shame? I mean,
do you know what? To me, it looks like. It looks like it's a piece.
It's a table clock on a wrist.
It looks like it's a watch. It's not a watch. It's a show off piece at the on the counter,
Yeah.
just showing a Rolex
Russ, if
off.
you let me. I mean, on me.
I mean,
that's
we've got
fine.
similar wrists. I mean, I would love for you to swap this with the yacht for 2 days, just wearing it for a couple of days. I mean, crikey, that is. I mean, I've seen one. I've never held one in the
That's
metal.
shit. That is ridiculous. That is
That
beyond.
is unbelievable. I mean, who's going to wear that? The Hulk? Maybe Greggy Boy. He could probably pull that off.
You know the funny thing, Russ, I remember
Yeah.
5 or 7 years ago, someone had what they called a prototype, which was something like this, and everyone laughed at it. But it
Yeah.
wasn't a million miles from this. And whether it had leaked
That's
from the
so
factory as in...
interesting.
I did have it somewhere.
I think it's upstairs.
Is it upstairs?
Yeah.
Dan, did I ever show that to you or Josh? Remember, it was something like this. And everyone laughed at it 7 years ago.
Yeah.
And people sort of said, oh, do you think they'll ever bring something like that out? And it wasn't a million miles away from
Wow.
this. Yeah.
I can't see James Cameron wearing that. Can you?
No, but the finish and titanium
Yeah.
is really quite special.
Yeah,
and I think it's very hard wearing metal.
Yeah.
It
yeah.
does. It's definitely harder wearing than steel.
The ironic thing is, you wouldn't be wearing it a lot, but
No.
because it's a if you're a Rolex collector, it's something fun to own.
That's
isn't it?
why, and we said that at the beginning. I
Yeah.
think that's exactly it. If you
Yeah.
really collect Rolexes and you want something very different and special, this is one of those pieces.
Yeah.
It's one of those going to a Rolex watch meet and just walking in with that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
thinking,
you got on your wrist
yeah, what
today?"
you got?
Yeah.
I mean, that is unbelievable, unbelievable.
But I'd like to think Rolex may bring some more models out in titanium.
I think
Yeah.
it's gone down well, so.
I think they've gone down well. Yeah, I do. I just, yeah. I think the Yachtmaster was a great...
Do you think they'd ever do it in a sub?
I don't know. That's what
Why?
I don't think.
Why not?
Because how much different will it be from that, apart from the bezel? How much different can
If it
it
had
look?
the shiny bezel,
Yeah, so if it's got a Cerachrome bezel.
yeah, that's the only thing. But it will just show the different. Again, it depends whether. I mean, if we think back of the steel Daytonas,
Yeah.
you could only get the black and white and the steel.
Hmm.
And then if you wanted a more special dial, you had to go to the white gold. So it's whether they want to give people the option or just keep it.
I can imagine that the Hulk or something with a
What,
coloured
green or green?
bezel or dial
Yeah.
would come out. I don't think they would touch the Submariner, the monochrome black. But
Do you think there'll be a rerun then, talking on the Hulk?
I think so.
You think so?
That green is Rolex, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know.
It's still just as popular now.
But again,
Yeah.
the two I love, and we always speak about them, and I've always gone on, is the Hulk and the Smurf. The green and green and the blue and blue.
Yeah.
And Smurf.
Yeah.
I think they're both better models than the new ones.
Yeah, well, I love that gold paint that they use. I think they infuse gold. Is that right, Josh? I don't know. They infuse the gold into the green paint for the dial on the Hulks. I think that's what I've read. Josh doesn't agree, but that's fine. He doesn't know. That's fine. But yeah.
Yeah, the Hulk is still, to this day, like, even though the market's obviously settled now, it's still one that people still want. People always
Is it
ask
similar
for.
price to Starbucks?
There's still more.
Still
than
more?
Starbucks.
Is it?
The
Is it?
Hulk's are on Starbucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just because
Yeah.
discontinued.
I'm just being asked if it's got a clicky bezel.
Yeah, it does. It's nice to twist because it's that big.
Yeah.
That's the
Well,
one thing, Spence, with Yachtmasters. The bezels aren't good to twist, and it doesn't matter if it's titanium or not. Do you know what I mean?
It's very smooth. You can't hear
You know what I
anything.
mean? It's like a
You need sound. You need sound effects.
Yeah, but it's like
ASMR.
a full
It's like an
lean-to.
electric car. Yeah, there's nothing there.
Yeah, you can't
It's
go
true.
backwards, so
Yeah.
it won't go.
Yeah.
When
No,
you
it does go
It
back.
does go. Yeah, that's weird.
It goes backwards.
Yeah. Well, that is a watch designed for people on top of the water, isn't it, Joshy? Whereas
Yeah,
the
both
Submariners.
ways.
Yeah.
But you're right. It's very quiet.
Yeah, that's the thing. You don't get that beautiful 120 click satisfaction, guaranteed. Yeah. Favourite release of 2024. The favourite release.
Go on, Kaylie. Over to you.
Is there anything that a favourite release of 2024? John Mayer. AP. No.
No, I think mine might be a Patek, to be honest. Like the diamond one. One that
What,
we
the
saw
Lu-
at Watches and Wonders.
Oh,
The
crikey.
Lucy, yeah.
Yeah.
Full red, yeah. I just think
Was that a denim one?
No, not that
No,
one.
didn't like the denim
That
one.
was the full, with all different colour.
Oh,
Honestly,
crikey, yeah.
Obviously,
Like
diamonds are
cognac.
a girl's best friend.
We didn't
so-
actually get a price on that, did we?
No.
Couldn't even get a price. Yeah. Never mind, get
I
to.
wonder if you could source that.
We could try, Russ.
You could
Why, you
do
got an order?
I'm thinking about it, definitely. Just not got enough bling in the collection, Josh, you know. I think they're going all out on one. But, yeah, I don't know. Watch releases in terms of,
Lots of new colours.
yeah, lots of different colours, isn't there?
Someone in the chat has said Le Mans. I've got a picture of that as well.
I do think that yellow gold Le Mans stunning. A lot of people went on about the white, but I did like the yellow.
Yeah, I like the fact that the subdials are big. It looks
There it is. There,
vintagey.
Russ. There we go.
Yeah, it looks
I
vintage.
tell you the other watch, I think, and again, we always talk about things and we criticise from the pictures till you touch them. New Daytona.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
yeah. It's very
But
nice.
all of them, like the steel and then
Yeah,
the rose
just the
as well. just that
detail,
little bit.
the little,
Thinned out the subdial
Subdials.
rings. There's now a nice little steel.
the steel with the ceramic.
Yeah, around the
just
ceramic.
Real class.
Yeah.
I just think it's really beautifully done.
It's very hard to improve on almost perfection with the Daytona, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, there's so many brands out there that try and wedge a date window in a chronograph, and all you got to do is look at a Daytona, one of the most popular watches in
Just
the
say,
world.
don't
Don't do
bother.
it.
Don't
Don't
do it.
bother.
Yeah.
They feel like they have to put a date window in.
Mm.
You don't. I mean, look at the Speedmaster. That doesn't either. And they're the two biggest. I don't know if the El Primero does. I'm not even sure if the El Primero does. I'm not sure. Yeah, it might
Yeah,
be stuck
I
in a
think they
really
do.
weird place.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is an absolutely incredible. When are you going to see that on YouTube? You're not, are you? Hey?
Well, you will on YouTube,
You
but
will.
that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, the market's changed a lot this year, probably from where we started to how it's ending. I mean, how would you say, Spence? It's
Things are a lot more affordable.
Yeah.
Things are back at more normal money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you've made a massive loss on? We all
Oh,
listen.
Russell, you
No, I
haven't
know,
got you
I
haven't
know.
got long enough.
You know, we want the good old days when you made a lot on them, but there are some. We talk about the Sprite. That was a big thing for you at
Yeah,
the
that's
time.
right. That was totally
The
fine.
Riddler, like
Again,
Gav's called.
I was shocked at where that's come down to.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. I mean, I've got some inside information. I know Gav talked to you about the Cubitus.
Yep.
The fact that will probably be under list in
Yeah.
terms of things that
Because
they're doing.
they don't want it to be.
They don't want it to be 3 times the price on the secondary market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But Russ, we discuss this a lot with clients. The pricing is nothing to do with us.
no.
Yeah.
No.
The pricing is to do with the manufacturers. It's
Yeah.
their choice.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
Patek want to stockpile and just release half a dozen of different Cubitus, the prices go up.
Yeah.
But equally, if they want to make it more affordable, supply the watches to people.
Yeah. And with regards to the Rolex, what's it called? The CP, whatever it is.
CPO.
CPO.
Yeah.
Have you seen a
Do
different
you know something?
anything to do with that?
I cannot think of the last time someone bought one in because they're so overpriced.
Yeah.
We actually
Yeah.
had something on the pricing. The margins with them are ridiculous.
It's honestly
Yeah.
crazy.
It's
But also the
ridiculous.
prices that they offer
Yeah.
people to buy their watch is basically the prices that they're selling at, that we would sell them at.
Yeah.
So we're like, we can't even match that.
Yeah.
What amazes me is there's a company that sells watches at a retail price in their store, right? That you can't buy,
No.
but you can have a used one that is twice as much
Yeah.
in their store. That's crazy, isn't it? That is a weird thing to
Well,
think
it's one
about.
way of upsetting people. Like
Yeah.
exactly that.
Yeah.
So you can't have one new.
I can't buy one new for 13,000.
But I can buy one for 28.
Yeah.
That's used.
Yeah, which,
And often without papers and without a box.
yeah, or when it was new was 13,000. Do you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
But
Had a Rolex service, so things have been replaced. They're not being
and the box has been removed and the original
Yeah.
card's been removed. But for a number of years, what we were doing, selling pre-owned watches to people, is sort of their way of getting involved in that marketplace.
Yeah.
Although they never actually liked that marketplace, but now they've gone into it at an even higher level.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty incredible.
But no, Russ, nothing in the CPO, almost nothing's come through
No.
where someone's bought something or want to sell or part exchange. I don't think it's as busy as they thought. Again, it's their
No.
own doing because of the pricing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a little game for you both.
Here we go. Oh, look, it's the Games Master.
The game.
She's got the old...
Okay.
Just first that comes to your head. So I'm going to ask Russell first, then Spencer, so you have time to think, okay? Then I'll switch it. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Favourite watch for your other half to wear?
Favourite watch from the other half to wear? Probably would be an Explorer. 36mm probably
Okay.
for her.
Probably
Perfect.
wouldn't be, then don't have to buy one. Daytona. I think the Oyster Flex Daytona on ladies. Yeah.
Rose, yellow.
Rose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Best luxury watch brand? Russ?
Best.
Best.
That's too hard, that one.
You have to answer.
Best luxury watch. Best.
Well, how do you define it? Go on. What?
How
Well,
do I define
I'd
it?
say Patek.
Well, yeah,
Personally.
you've got the Holy
Patek,
Trinity,
that's
haven't you?
yours.
Yeah.
Probably Patek, yeah.
Okay. Spencer, best Rolex model?
Best Rolex model. I like GMTs. I think the diversity in them all the way through, from steel to bimetal, all of them. Yeah.
All of them. Bosch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do
Yourself?
love. I do love the Pepsi GMT. If there's one watch, dream like your John Mayer, a dream watch.
But Russ, Jubilees or Oysters or a blend of all of them?
I feel like it needs to. I've just got in my head. It's the red blue bezel. It's the Jubilee bracelet. Yeah,
I love that one.
And the case is the size that the Submariner used to be. The 40, just perfection.
Yeah, yeah. I
For me.
agree.
Yeah.
But I always say this, years ago, anything on the Jubilee, I'm talking late 80s, early, oh, it's got the wrong bracelet. Oh,
Yeah,
it's on the,
yeah.
oh, they don't sell on that bracelet. So there was a discount if something came in on the Jubilee bracelet. That's the way it was used. But I think, seriously, it was like as much as 30 to 1 of Oyster to Jubilee years ago. You just didn't see them.
Mad.
Ready?
Ready.
I think I know the answer to this, but I'm intrigued to actually hear your answer.
Okay.
Holy Grail watch. Obviously, everyone knows mine. I've said it about 50,000 times.
Holy Grail.
Holy Grail.
Holy Grail. Holy Grail watch.
You've got a Grail at the moment.
Yeah, I've got a Grail at the moment. It's a Vertex caliber 59. It's one of the Dirty Dozen watches. So it's a watch that was supplied to the MOD in 1944. So one of those to go with my already big Vertex collection.
Okay.
That would be something that I'd enjoy.
Okay.
I think I know what Kaylee's going to say.
No, but I'm scared. Go. I know. I think I know.
But of late, I've loved this, but I think my overall that I used to always go on about was Smurf.
I'm really shocked that's what you said.
Go on.
Because I thought you would have said that's your favourite watch, but your Holy Grail, like a
Oh,
John Mayer, I'd give
okay.
a kidney for. That's my Holy Grail.
Right. It depends on what you're talking about. Something that you just another piece is the Aquanaut, the orange hand Aquanaut.
Yeah,
There's another one.
Yeah.
You said that a
Go on.
lot.
It's the Aquanaut where it's half missing.
Oh my God! But
That's what a Holy Grail is. The one that you
that
would
you
love,
yeah,
but you
that,
may never ever
yeah,
ever
that
get.
would. Do you know the one we're talking about?
No, I know the
um,
orange one you're talking about.
Right. No, this is called.
The concept, was it? Or the...
Yes. Half the dial, a third of the dial's missing. So it's skeletonized, it's blue down one side and it's missing, but it's huge money.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So it's a
I
Holy
mean,
Grail.
Yeah.
They're anywhere from 350 to half.
Yeah, I
million
don't think I've
pounds.
ever seen one.
They're insane.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Most underrated watch brand.
Again, you should know. You know the one I say.
I know what you're going to say.
IWC.
I probably would say IWC. Probably.
Again, for the money, that there is so much choice there, 5 to 10 grand, and the finish,
Yeah.
the carbon, the quality of the case, the movement.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
everything is quite
Yeah.
incredible.
Mm.
I really do.
What was your first watch?
First watch, it had to have been a Casio.
Okay.
But my first automatic watch was an SKX Seiko. 007.
I actually remember mine.
I know.
Well, go on. No, I don't think.
Oh, you like
I remember
that?
you saying on once.
No, I tell you, there's 3 first watches, but when I was about 13 or 14,
Yeah.
I couldn't afford much, and I bought a Satina, which looked
Satina?
like a Cartier back in those days. Then I had a Jaeger, which I've still
Yeah.
The
got.
Jaeger.
Jaeger, that's the one I
We know
remember.
about the Jaeger.
And then the first, when I started my business, and I was about 25, a watch came in. You know how you just put something on? It was 31 mil, white Roman numeral dial, plastic glass, Datejust.
Wow.
31.
Wow. Very
Okay.
cool. What about yours? This one.
Yeah, this is one. Yeah,
Ah.
like my first. I mean, I've had like Apple Watches, but I can't really call it a watch.
No.
You can, but
Yeah.
it's not the same.
Never had a baby G or a Swatch?
No.
No, baby G.
No, wasn't really. Not into them. It just wasn't my. I'd rather play with dolls and. Do you know what I mean? And braid their hair.
Me too.
Okay. What is your favourite reference Rolex?
Oh, blooming heck. The
We're gonna
one,
put knowledge to
the
the test.
14060,
Okay.
which is the Submariner before it got a bit.
Ceramic.
Yes, before it got a bit too blingy.
Yeah.
That's mine. I love that watch.
That's like 20 odd years old. isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, I love that one.
Spence.
There's too many to mention.
Yeah.
Probably Pepsi or Titanium Yachtmaster,
Okay.
along with Smurf.
Okay.
But yeah,
Don't need 3. Favourite complication on a watch?
Chronograph, for me.
yeah, agreed.
I was always obsessed with timing stuff, running and bits and bobs. What about you?
Probably, yeah,
Did-
probably a chronograph.
Yeah.
as well. I'd love a Daytona.
Yeah.
President or Jubilee bracelet?
Jubilee.
Watch dependent.
Yeah,
Depends
it does
on
depend.
the piece.
I know.
It's just totally different pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm probably leaning more towards Jubilee than Oyster nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah, in sports. Yeah.
Mm.
Sports watch or dress watch?
Sports watch.
Sports watch.
It's just so versatile and just made to take a beating a bit more than dress watches are. What about you?
Mine's probably probably sports.
Yeah.
I do like dress watches, but I feel like a sports is probably more
Yeah,
versatile.
most definitely.
It's a good question from Not Scars.
Here we go.
Yep.
Just have a look. He has a Rolex which he's not worn since 2018. Does he need to get it serviced before he starts wearing it again?
Has it not been moving, Gaz, since that time?
Let's make the assumption it's just been sat there, yeah.
It's just been sat there. What do you reckon, Spence?
If he's local, get them in to...
I'd just have it
Time
come
back
in and
in.
have it checked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The issue is all the oils would have probably dried up. It's not so
Yeah.
much they're not
Yeah.
working, it's things sitting and
Yeah.
they just lock up really.
I mean,
We hear that quite a
you
lot,
can be
though.
lucky, it just
Yeah.
depends.
We
I
hear
mean,
that a lot.
it's a Rolex at the end of the day. I
Yeah.
mean, it's a flipping well-made machine. I'd give it a Seiko shuffle, wind it up, and if you've got a digital watch, Gaz, which I know you have, I would put it next to it and keep it wound for a day and see how much time it's losing
Yeah,
or
just see
gaining.
how it's running.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that's a good idea. But if not, you can always come and see us and we can always have a look for you.
Next, Josh, anything else for us?
Any other questions? Fire them
Hi,
away.
Gav. We miss
Hi,
you.
Gav.
Gav in there. Go on, Gav. Guess what Gav? What watch Gav had on this morning?
Moonswatch.
Apple Watch.
Wow, he's a changed man.
Apple Watch.
Not
yeah.
even a Garmin.
Not even a Garmin.
I know, because I know that he likes to play his golf.
Not even a Garmin. No, Apple Watch. Apple Watch. I know he wants to get quite a snazzy watch soon, and we're not talking Swatch.
No.
No. But yeah.
I'm just trying to think, is there anything else you want to ask us for us before we bring Josh in?
No, I mean, 2025 is upon us.
It's going to be a great year.
What do you think the year's going to bring?
Just
I
greatness
mean-
and happiness.
Spencer's wars have to finish, drones have to land in order for the watch market to go up, or what's?
Don't ask me. What do I know?
Yeah.
Anything can happen. I mean, it's been quite a year, like you say.
Yeah.
It really has. I do think the more levelling of prices is a lot better for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More sensible.
Yeah. I mean, before we go, is there any watch that you think Rolex will be bringing out next year? Is there one that you think they'll bring out or they'll discontinue?
Well, they've done the Daytona now.
Yeah.
They're not going to.
That's done for a good few years. That's done.
Yeah. I think the Explorer's done. It's a 40 or a 36.
Yeah. That's
what they're offering. People always say about the Polar Explorer. Mm-hmm. That's a potential.
New Milgauss?
The Milgauss. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Maybe, actually.
It was such an old technology with the Faraday cage inside it. Josh.
Give it a rotating bezel again.
Could give it.
I think they've had a lot.
Titanium Milgauss. What about that, Spence?
Yeah, I think that. Definitely. I'll tell you the other area. I think they've done particularly well with the Datejusts, all the new dials. I think that's somewhere they're focused on. More. I mean, let's face it, even a basic watch with Rolex now is quite expensive.
Yeah.
So I think they may go back to the core range.
A set of colours that they haven't done before.
Like the OP they done.
Yeah.
So I think the Datejust, the fluted motif dial, I think really at those levels, not silly money with everything going on in the world and cost of living and everything, that will maybe be where they'll go.
I think that's more likely than an enthusiast wanting the Milgauss. And I think definitely that's a good thing.
No price increase this year?
Oh yeah. That's a good
NI going up, rates going, everything.
Everything's
of course
going
there will
up.
be, without question. Yeah.
Someone actually just said, I'm still hoping for a sub on an Oyster Flex. I mean, I think we hear that every year that's what people want.
Always the special dials and something a bit special, they move to the 25,000 mark, as in you've got to buy the precious metal. That's what
Why do they do that? Because it's almost like a downgrade from a bracelet, isn't it? Is it because they don't
they don't allow the fittings to work, and they sort of say, well, that's what you've got to do.
Yeah.
If you've got to spend more and have a white gold head if you want that.
Yeah, it's interesting.
A lot of people that we deal with, they'll have a sub and if they come to sell it to us, they would have put it on like a rubber B strap and not touch the bracelet.
Yeah.
Because they just like the way that feels, or that's just what they wanted. So I think it is in demand to have that.
Well, yeah, hence why Everest and Rubber B do so well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Without question.
I do wonder whether the celebration dial is going to go. Because I don't know if it's been as popular as they thought, or if because I think it's a very love-hate piece.
Yeah, I mean, I've hardly seen it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I mean,
no, I think the colours are here, and more colours, more interesting stuff, like the puzzle dial.
Yeah.
I think people like that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's our views.
Okay, well, we have to go now, me and Spencer. So Josh is going to take our place. But guys, I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas and thanks for watching as usual, and make sure you give it a thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
See you later, guys. Back to work for me.
Yeah.
Looking forward to seeing you all in 2025.
Yeah. Remember, any questions, give us a call.
They're off. They are off. Okay, how are we doing? Let's have a look in the chat.
Yeah, we're not going anywhere, don't worry.
We're not going anywhere, don't worry. We're not going anywhere. Do you think Rolex will bring back the old root beer, Spence?
Yep.
Is it here?
Mike.
There you go.
Yeah.
Do you want me to sit next to? Should we get cosy?
Get cosy, mate. Come on in. Perhaps Rolex might extend their range of oyster bracelets to Datejust. Yeah. Love Gav. We love Gav. What we got on the wrist though, team? Anyone got any snazzy watches on the wrist? Now that Spencer's gone, we don't have to talk about Rolex all the time, do we?
No,
We've just done an awesome video on all the Explorer ranges, the references that they've got in the BQ Vault, and it is awesome just to take
Yeah.
a look at, just to see how many was there.
It was a full tray, so
I mean,
how
full
many are in the
10,
tray?
12.
Something like that, yeah.
I think it's 12. 12, just staring at you from the Steve McQueen Explorer 2,
Yeah.
the 1016 Ian Fleming.
And the Pre-Explorer. That's
the
special.
Pre-Explorer, which is rather special as well.
Rarer than rare. We didn't go on
rarer
enough.
than rare.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it's got hen's teeth.
yeah, yeah. Looks like you've got a couple of watches here, mate. You
Yeah.
want to show off here in a tray. Looks like we've got Tudor. We're going Tudor.
So we're Rolex adjacent still, but
Yeah.
look at that.
So,
Just in.
okay, just in, we have a Tudor Pelagos FXD GMT, which
So still for the Marine Nationale, but this is for their helicopter pilots.
this is when they need to know times.
Exactly, yeah.
Up there, it's up there, isn't it? Is it up there, Dan?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll give you another
There you
camera.
go. It's all good. The old GMT. Does anyone in the chat own this watch or is looking to buy this watch? I do love the colour of the strap, I must admit. I don't know how I felt about this watch.
Yeah.
I don't know how I felt. I like
Let's
the
have
fact.
a look under the... It's a nice...
Yeah, I mean, I liked. It's titanium, so it's quite light. Not too light though. Not like the Pelagos 39. Yeah, I do like the Marine Nationale on the case back. It's really cool. FXD meaning there is fixed spring bars, basically, that you can't. Basically, you couldn't have a two-piece strap. You have to have the one piece.
What do you think of how they do it? They're not inset like you
Yeah,
on the edge.
yeah. Because of where the strap goes in and out, you don't see it.
Yeah.
So you're not really bothered about it because it's quite thick.
Because it doesn't force it down.
Yeah, it doesn't force it down. I really like the I like the Fotina.
Yeah.
I like the bezel, how the bezel works. I'm just a little bit. I think keep the Marine Nationale and move on.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not sure. You know,
Yes, sir.
I mean, we had the helicopter pilots. Who's going to be next? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The
guy that-
hovercraft drivers. Tudor do love. I feel sometimes Tudor like milking. I was going to do the actual hand gestures, but that would be quite rude, wouldn't it? But I do love the strap. I do love that. The best strap is to go with NDC, by the way, because that's actual parachute straps. But yeah.
Sorry.
Hold
Rich.
him up. Oh yeah, we've got two cameras now.
It's not focusing. There we go.
There we go. Get over here. Yeah, I got it. There we go. Dan, dan, dan.
Oh,
Dan, dan, dan. Dan, dan, dan. Josh,
We tried.
yeah, don't worry. Yeah, it's all right. So
You know what it looks like. You've seen
You can
pictures.
see it. Does anyone own this one? Great live got a cheers, Gaz. IWC Engineer Blue Dial.
Yes.
I mean,
Very
if
nice.
Eamon's wearing that, he's done well because that's quite new. Very cool. Should they have discontinued the motif dials? Yeah, well, maybe, I reckon. Tudor have to be careful not to overdo the Pelly range. I absolutely agree, Mark. Absolutely agree, which is why I don't really want them to do another Pelagos 39. I mean, they've done so many blue colours for Tudor now. It's ridiculous, the amount of
which.
juice. Speaking of which, we
Yeah.
got this new... We got this new blue chronograph.
Yeah.
The Black Bay Beast. It's not far off. Can we just show that, Dan?
yeah. Just bang in the middle of it.
Look at that thing. That is ridiculous. Josh, what's your actual opinion? You said to me.
So I spent a day
You-
shooting it, yeah. And it sort of hunkers down. When you've been spending time with it, it doesn't seem as big.
That is,
Yeah.
Josh, it's horrendous, mate. Dan, that is horrendous.
Isaac, it's like having a burger on your wrist.
It-
There are smash burgers thinner than that.
That is what everyone in New Jersey are saying, hovering over their house
Yeah.
at the minute, mate. I mean, crikey. I mean, I'm feeling the FXD and I'm thinking that's quite big at 42. And I've reviewed this in the black version. Didn't have the Jubilee bracelet. Had their oyster style or what they call whatever there is. But that blue. The blue bezel is a spit-in image of my Black Bay 58 blue. And the dial is actually really good. It's a sunburst blue, but it's in that colour of the bezel.
It's so wearable. You put that with a grey.
Josh,
maybe
my favourite type of chronograph is a bicompax
Yeah.
because the symmetry is amazing and it's not too squishy on the dial.
Yeah.
And we'll take away the Speedmaster and the Daytona for 1 minute because they're pretty special. But I do love bicompax subdials. My only thought with black bays that aren't 58s or 54s is they're just too thick for me. And I think it's inevitable. This is what Tudor does. They'll milk the black bay until there's no milking anymore. Make it pink, make it blue, make it black. And then they'll move. Well, we've done a 58.
Yeah.
In black, in blue, in pink. You know what I mean? It's
you need
like
to get rid of that crown. I think that's done now. That style when it's a bit raised.
yes, the crown. The crown's a bit raised. I mean, it's a lovely colour. I do love it. And if you've got big wrists, the Black Bay chronograph is an absolute beauty and well worth the $1. But internal temp high. It just said there. We got internal temp high. G10 vibes. G10 vibes for the
military.
FXD. Awesome. That's a swinging watch, says Mark Bowman. I mean, it's very hard to swing it, mate. Isn't it? It's very hard. What I do like, and the only thing I like, Josh, is the bezel.
Yeah.
It is so big to twist.
That's about 4 mil.
Oh my God. Yeah. It is a phenomenal piece of engineering, but it's unwearable to anyone that's not Shrek.
I'll show you. I love
that. You love what? That is quite cool.
Yeah.
That
it
is
feels
cool.
so nice. It's got so many little springs.
Little teeth in there.
Yeah. That is
But
well
ridiculous. I think Omega milks Speedmasters more than Tudor. I think you're absolutely right, my friend.
Yeah.
I think you're absolutely right. What I do love about Omega is that the last reference that I reviewed is so similar to the Buzz Aldrin reference of 68, 69. That's the one thing that Rolex don't do.
Yeah.
Is they don't do a watch that is a representation of when the first one.
Yeah.
Apart from the 1908, which is, I don't know, a reference to one of their watches, but that's what I do. That's
what Tudor's for.
Yeah, exactly. And that's
why they've got those.
Slightly annoying that. What annoys me with Tudor is they've got great history. Marine Nationale. Their chronographs are fantastic with the owl, the owl ones, the Monte Carlo ones. What I don't like is when Tudor do a Rolex reference, like the Black Bay Pro.
Yeah.
Which it's a Steve McQueen Rolex reference. I don't like that. I think.
But someone has to. If Rolex can't do it themselves,
they
need to cash in on it. It's
cash in.
Yeah.
And that's what and that's why I think Rolex do work with Tudor. They work very close.
Yeah.
Seeing how their Pelagos, how their titanium watches are doing. I'm surprised Tudor didn't do that first, and then Rolex realised it's maybe not the way to go. Anyway, that watch isn't for mass production.
No.
That's, it's very cool. I need to take a picture and put it on Instagram just to show how redonkulous it is. But it is pretty special.
Let's get this, yeah.
We got some more watches coming in.
Talking.
Tudor for Omega.
There you go.
Lawrence Fahey, 100%, mate, 100%. Oh, yeah, okay. Here we go.
Another.
Here we go.
watch.
We're going Omega now. We're going Omega. We're going Plo Prof. And this is when they did their summer stuff. I can't remember what they called
Summer
it.
Blue. Yeah.
Summer Blue. This is the Plo Prof. Whoosh. We're in. Is it on there?
That won't. Cameras aren't
The cameras aren't working too good, but this is what it is. And it is I think for me, the Ploprof dial was one of my favourite dials Omega's ever done. I remember when I reviewed that baby Ploprof.
Love that. Still love that.
Oh God, absolutely
Yeah.
love
I
that.
should have bought that.
Yeah,
We all should have.
We all
Yeah.
should have bought it. Let's
Remember.
Oh, hang on, right. So we're testing the bezel out in the Ploprof. We've got to push that in. And do we turn it as we...
Yeah.
We have to keep it in as... Right, okay. See, here we go. Oh, that's nice. That's 60 clicks of loveliness. That is, isn't it? That's nice. Ploprof is definitely an OTT watch.
Yeah.
You know, because if it's good enough for the Submariner or the Seamaster, you know, the crown. That's got to be the biggest crown in Omega history.
Well, remember, it's actually smaller than the last generation. It had
Is
that
it?
big block that tightened down.
My gosh.
This one's just a crown. Much better.
Love the case back.
Yeah. The engraved case, but
engraved.
like the original.
Like the original.
Yeah.
That is a very special watch with the caliber 8912. That's cool. That's a cool watch.
Because they had one recently with a sapphire case back, which is nice to see the movement, but
Yeah.
not in keeping.
Is it
with
coaxial?
the-
It's not coaxial?
Yeah, master coaxial should be.
Yeah. Monoblock case.
Yeah.
Very, very fancy. Yeah, very cool. And we've got another Submariner here. Looks like a titanium.
This is the James Bond.
Seamaster, sorry.
The 60th anniversary of James Bond.
The 60th anniversary of James Bond. There he is. Oh, I like the Bond eye in the case back.
Yeah, so hold it still. So because it's attached to the movement, it actually animates
Is it?
itself. So yeah. So if you keep it still and you can watch James walk across, just let me just give it.
Yeah,
a little wind.
show me. We need to see this.
Yeah, you can. It's good B-roll just in the middle of you.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, just giving it a wind.
Let me do that one first. Just do that one, mate. Look at that. That's a mean machine, isn't it? Mean machine!
Okay, there you go. Bit of winding. So before we look at the back again, no date.
No date.
Yeah. Still the helium escape valve.
Still the ugly wart
Yeah.
at 2 o'clock. So what am I supposed to be?
So on the back, we'll turn it around in a
I'll
sec.
turn it around in a minute.
Has what looks like the gun barrel effect, and in the middle is a small animated. Can you see? Shows
It's James Bond.
Yeah, walking into the middle of the gun barrel.
Is that with the movement?
Yeah,
Wow!
just like a hologram. It's
That's
really cool.
incredible. You can't see that, I don't think.
Yeah, again.
Can you see him?
Yeah.
Can you see him moving?
Yeah.
Is it Daniel Craig?
It's all James Bond.
It's all of them.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say it's Roger Moore. Oh, Money Penny.
There you go.
That is pretty cool. It's cool. And that, because I've had the Bond
Yeah.
with the patina, the patina speed. That is not light.
No, so that one was titanium. This one is steel.
This one's just steel.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
But very comfortable mesh bracelet.
beautiful bracelet. I love the bracelet. It's the big. This is the big telltale for me.
Go.
I'm about to twist the bezel. Okay, Seamasters.
Especially when they've been polished a million times.
Never good because there's no grip on them anyway.
Just
Yeah,
get
so
your
I've
fingers
got
red.
moisten the fingers. What's the twist like? It's still a little bit light. It's nice, but it's light.
Yeah.
Lovely sounds. And, you know, for me, I do love, you know I love bezels, mate. There is a bit of back play. There is a bit. And I don't care what anyone says to me. Seamaster just don't know how to do bezels.
No, never did.
Actions
They've
anymore.
Never changed it. Yeah.
I'd say it was better on the Ploprof.
Definitely.
The Ploprof is a very good click.
Just cover up the bezel for a sec.
Cover it.
Just, all right. So what's the one of the main points on a diver's bezel?
Loom pip.
Yep.
Loom pip 12 o'clock. There is no loom pip.
I know. They've put a 60 there
They just put a 60 there.
for the 60th anniversary, I guess, but it looks like,
Josh, is it loomed?
yeah, fully
Okay,
loomed.
so that's good.
Yeah.
Because if it wasn't loomed, then that's a fundamental flaw in this dive
But I
watch.
don't know, without a triangle there, it looks wrong.
It does look wrong now, but I didn't see that to start
Sorry,
with.
yeah.
No, but you're right. I did not see that to start with.
Yeah.
But I like history. So having the 60 there that no other Seamaster does is quite cool.
Okay.
But you're
I would
spot
have
on.
had all the information about James Bond on the back. I would have been like, leave it on the back.
Yeah.
Leave my
Yeah.
12 o'clock alone.
Yeah, it is cool though. It is cool. I do like their choice of blue, but again, I think the blue on my Black Bay 58 blue is nicer.
The difference looks like it's got the classic wave pattern.
Yeah,
but it is engraved instead of like the classic 90s.
That
one.
dial is cool. More subdued.
Yeah,
I like that in my military fake MI5
aesthetics,
spy watches. You know.
Gorgeous.
Lawrence, get in. Seamaster bezel, sides, let it down. Mine doesn't sound like that though. Yeah, okie dokie. I'm telling you, I think I've twisted about 30 Seamaster bezels, and I've never felt a good one. Never felt a good one.
Yeah,
New and used. Not to the level that they should be. It's a luxury watch, you know. Not to your Submariner level. And I prefer 60 clicks in my personal opinion. I prefer the definite clicks. Let me just do that ASMR. Put that up to your mic. It feels a bit more luxury. The click. I mean, I love my CWC RN diver. I mean, that click is incredible. And the ceramic ball bearings of the Tudor Black Bay 58 is just so good. It's just there's not enough grip for it to be the absolute perfect. But, oh my God.
Yes, please.
Last one. Who's wearing an IWC out there? This is an IWC. Soon as Dan's out, yeah, there he is. IWC, la 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 lee. How the heck do you get in it? IWC Schaffhausen.
Yep, in a Pelly case.
Pretty special.
I'll do the camera first.
Please tell me this is a sports watch
Yeah.
and not... Oh my gosh. It's Top Gun.
Cool, right?
Oh my word. Can we put that up there, Dan? Just at the top. Look at that. It's worth getting it just for that badge.
Is it Velcro? Is it?
Velcro. Oh, I don't need the box now.
Yeah. Mine.
That is. Now, Josh, you've got to put that in the exact perfect position that it was in last time, because I won't be able to sell it very well. Good lad. Right, flipping. What we've got here is a strap.
Read that plaque. It's the funniest thing.
IWC Pilot's Watch Mark 18 Top Gun Edition. Strike Fighter Tactics Instructors and Instructors Stopwatch.
But that little sticker.
Not made in the USA.
Don't worry. Yeah. What legal case happened that they had to put that terrible little sticker on?
Yeah, crikey. Well, I absolutely love this. Look at that. Look at this. Look at that. I do love a stopwatch. One day I'm going to get a good stopwatch.
Get an old Hoyer one.
Wow. Am I winding that up? Woof.
Ooh, listen to that tick.
I'll put it up to... Listen to that.
I can hear it from
That is
across
so
the room,
cool,
yeah.
isn't it? Top Gun!
You ever seen a freebie like that with a watch?
Never seen a freebie like that. Oh, that's sensational. That is a sensational piece I'd like for Christmas, please, Joshy.
Okay, I'll put it down.
But it comes with this. Rubbish. Can you get that separate? Do you reckon?
No, actually.
Maybe not with Top Gun on it. And of course, we've got to see the watch, which is quite light. Quite light. Top Gun. Very cool.
Lovely, isn't it?
It's quite like a Spitfire.
What do you think the NATO? Go on, take it off the pillow.
Yeah. Top Gun. Either way.
Is it leather backed?
the Top Gun, leather on the back, nylon on the front, two-piece, very nice.
What's on the case back?
What's on the case back? What is on the case back? It's quite a tight fit. Quite a tight fit, considering. Let's get this out. And then you can put it back, Josh.
Okay, no problem. Oh, it is tight, isn't it?
Yeah, it's tight, mate. Where it's got a nice sticker on it, which they call a protective film.
Yes.
But it has an engraved, I don't know if you can see that, Dan, I'm not sure. It's got an engraving of Top Gun in that case back.
So remember, it's not the film, it's the flight school.
It's not the film.
It's not.
This is an instructor's watch.
Exactly.
Tom Cruise. I'm surprised they went with they got a PVD coating, but not on the crown. That's a
high wear, maybe?
Yeah, now, oh, it's lovely unwinding. The wind of it's, you can hardly hear it, can hardly feel it, but it is nice. The movement of the hands, nice.
Here's a question. Maybe you can let the chat answer. What watch did Tom Cruise wear in the original Top Gun?
Well, I think I know that.
Let's see. Let's see if
We'll
anyone knows.
let the chat do it. But yeah. What's your thoughts on that watch?
Yeah, I love it.
What is do you know what the price is?
The date window, that red date.
Yeah, the red date.
Don't love the red date.
Don't love the red date.
It intimidates me.
There's a question, what watch did Tom Cruise wear in Top Gun?
In the original Top Gun, yeah.
That's a nice looking watch. I like black coating. Yeah, I mean it's
cool.
very cool. Any sort of PVD coating, black coating, I iodinized, just shouts military for me. Yeah. Stealthy, and I can imagine a fake pilot instructor wearing that bad boy. That's very cool. Really like it. Nice. And it's a lot like the Spitfire.
I would have preferred a silvered second hand, so you can see it clearer.
Yes, the
it's all
second
black
hand
with red at the end.
It has a red tip, which is not loomed either. No. Yeah, that is a little bit difficult to see.
That's why you get the stopwatch, I guess.
Yes,
So,
yes.
That's why they had to, yeah.
So synonymous with IWC is the triangle with the two dots either side.
Yeah, works. Okie dokie, you're not wrong. I'm out. Yeah, works. Okie dokie, you're not wrong. I'm out. Yeah, works. Okie dokie, you're not wrong. I'm out.
Says audio's back now.
Hello. Can anyone hear me?
I think they can now.
Yeah.
I think I was just streaming.
Derek, get in, Derek.
Oh, right, yeah.
Well done, Derek.
Sound is back. Okay, good. All right.
How are we doing?
Just let him know I've had a midlife crisis. Let him know there.
We've had a slight hitch with the audio, and we've and the camera and the cameraman. But
These things happen.
we're back
It's all
in.
good,
We're back
yeah.
in. We're in the bar downstairs where anything we can have anything. And Josh opened it. I didn't.
These
These
are the best thing I've ever had.
pretzel salt and caramel things. It looks like Costco special.
Mm-hmm.
Camera guy looks like. How are we doing though? We all right? Yeah. So that was some phenomenal videoing when I did the old calculation
Yeah.
on the Casio. They had to have Casio around here somewhere. How are we doing? Looks like we're plugging Kirkland water as
Right.
well.
I want to give you something. I've got a Christmas
Hey?
present for you.
What?
Yeah. Here you go. Don't get too excited. A little funny gift. But there you go.
Oh mate, you shouldn't have done that. Look at that, everyone. He knows me.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, man. What is this then? Is this all kosher?
You can't eat that, but it is kosher.
That is awesome.
But it's one to do with the kids.
That's quality. Look at that. That is cool. My daughter's going to love that. She's still learning how to tell time and stuff.
Well, there you go.
Thank you, man.
Now she'll understand how it
Should have
works.
done that. Oh my god. Look at that. Mate, thank you, man. You should have
Oh.
done that, buddy. Is it
Happy
kosher?
Christmas.
Is it kosher Toblerone?
It is kosher. Yeah, all good.
Wow. Look at that down there. Look at that. That's a Joey special, that one.
It's about 18 quid, that.
Yeah, that's not cheap, that, mate. If
Oh,
it's kosher,
tax
if
returns.
it's kosher, it's £57. Thank you, mate. That means a lot. Thank you. That's awesome.
I thought you like the make your own clock.
I absolutely love it. I'm gonna get that. Might put that in the back of my the studio so you can see it.
Oh, that'd be nice.
That's cool.
How old are you?
Hopefully over 5.
Is your mental age over?
No,
Yeah,
no. Sorry, mate.
no. Be careful. Don't eat anything. Shapeable parts.
Nice to see. Oh, look, Marcello time. Look. Nice to meet. It was nice to meet you in London. Looking forward to seeing you. Take care of yourself, Marcello. Sound is back, boys. We can. Camera guy looks like Spence clocked him one. Yeah. At least we've seen the Top Gun before the issues. That was a nice watch. Does the Toblerone come with box and papers? I think he wanted.
Very good.
Very good, mate. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, this is it's all go. Everyone's on the phones. They're still selling and buying watches.
It's mobile.
Yeah. Do you want to talk, guys?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Let's go.
Oh, we got another.
Okay.
You coming, Russ?
Yeah.
Just stood there.
I was going to talk to Kaylie about a box of heroes she's just given away.
That's alright, we need to go and do a video in front of the chocolate anyway, don't we? Giving him a quick tour.
Go. You can hold it.
So I've just sent that confirmation over that should have our bank details on the email as well for you to transfer the money over to. Just let me know when you see that.
Show them chocolate.
There you go. It's the back of the office. I don't know if you know how massive this place is.
Look at this. Look at this. This place is single-handedly keeping Tesco Express alive. Every time you buy a Rolex, you get celebrations. Every time you buy a Patek, 2 Galaxies. Every time you buy a Seiko, get a pair of scissors. This is quite special. You got heroes here.
That's for someone who buys a Hublot, who's brave enough to buy a...
That's a Hublot hero.
Yep.
Very cool. What I was saying to Spence is that you can almost guarantee you're going to find at least one of the Maltesers, because that's the only one that I like. They always only give you like one Malteser in these packs. You know what I mean? It is a celebration. Celebrate good times, come on. But yeah, I mean, in amongst these sweets, and literally we're talking this. Yeah, there are literally chockies everywhere. In amongst
Careful
it,
not to show names.
okay. In amongst it, we've got Breitlings. We've got Yachtmasters. We've got Cartiers. We've got everything. Yeah, it's a huge old place. We got loads of stuff here.
Does anyone want to see something whilst we're near the vault?
Does anyone want to see something?
Yeah.
Do. I know this is a shop in itself. This is a shop in itself.
Just find my watch.
Gaz, what is it? Tell me what it is. They don't have any at the minute, Mark. They just sold one, the gold one.
Yeah, it's definitely something I can have a look at.
Is a Bremont the bounty in a set? That's a good little quiz.
that's
That is. I think what would be the Maltesers?
Patek.
I quite like Bounty.
Yeah.
I've got to be
Really?
honest. Yeah.
Let me know if you need anything else, yeah?
Even though I would like to eat a Twix, they're the boring ones.
No, that's my favourite.
Is it?
I love a Twix, yeah.
I love a Twix.
Well, I am boring. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
yeah. So a Galaxy is probably the boringest
Mm.
one. Love a Milky Way. Love a Snickers. There's a lot packing in a Snickers, you know.
Longines Master. Let me see what I
Longines
find.
Master Collection Diamond Dial. I think Josh is going to find it, Gaz. But yeah. Kaylie, all right? Yeah. Help me out, Kaylie. What's going on here? Here she is. Kaylie's here. Here she is. Yeah. There she is. We're in amongst the
The chocolate.
Yeah. What I wanted to know is because you just had a client. Did he buy? What did he sell? Did he buy something?
He sold a watch.
Is it dependent on what brand it is, depending on what chocolate, or did he have a choice?
No, I actually just picked Heroes this time.
You
Normally
just
I go
picked it?
normally I go celebrations to give people, but I went Heroes this time.
Did you?
Yeah.
And what are these for?
These are to go in the post.
These are Post-its.
Yeah.
And if you want
Or Dairy Milk.
dairy milk,
But
dairy milk.
I'm a Galaxy girl through and through.
Yeah. And in celebrations, what's your favourite?
Snickers.
Snickers.
Then
Mine's a Malteser.
is it? Mine probably go Snickers, then Galaxy.
Worst one.
Bounty.
Oh, Josh don't like the Bounty either.
Hate Bounty.
And what about Heroes?
Honestly, I'm not a Heroes fan.
No, I'm not a Cadbury's fan.
No.
Really.
I'd go Fudge.
I'll go fudge, crunchy,
Yeah.
least amount of chocolate.
Exactly.
Yeah. And the eclair.
No.
There's just a lot of toffee in there.
I'd probably go cream
There it is.
What's going on? What's going on?
I'm just.
This is
I'm just selling
this
some-
is just 1 month.
Look at it. Look like we're in a
See there.
confectionery.
I have gone into Tesco's at times. People think I'm a chocolate reseller. I said no, I'm not a chocolate reseller. I'm a watch reseller. But this here, if you happen to be a lucky customer, if you haven't been given a little gift by the postal team, please complain to me and I'll put it in hand. But this is by far, everyone wants celebration.
Everyone wants it.
Yeah. Josh, you've shown them all here. But we do have a few people who think they're heroes. So that's why they get. Yeah. So you have a choice here. If you buy something from me, you either get a heroes. There we go.
Look at
Correct
that.
way round.
Look at that.
Or you can have a celebration. Okay. There's the celebration. Good old favourite, the old dairy milk.
Yeah, that's a good old favourite.
Actually, if you come in person, you can have a selection of anything, but in the post you get the Galaxy or the dairy milk. So no one leaves empty-handed. That's it.
It doesn't even matter if you're buying or selling.
But we have, like I said, we've had a few complaints here.
Oh,
of
no.
The Diabetic Society.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
Someone said that.
it has gone
I'm sure
up.
I'm sure we got a carrot somewhere.
Yeah,
we could give them.
exactly. But
Yeah.
no. So what do you think, Russ?
Yeah, I think this is a temple of confectionery.
And
Do you
Russ,
think you're going to get
here
rid
we
of
go.
them?
A little something.
Oh,
for the
there we
team.
go. Look at that. Thank
There
you
we
very
go,
much,
man.
Spence. Thank you, mate. I didn't even buy anything, so that's good. Do you reckon this is all going to go by the time?
This will probably be gone by Christmas. Yeah.
Will it?
I mean, yes. We're quite a big buyer from Tesco's.
You've kept them. You've kept
Right.
them going.
Sorry, someone's on the phone to me. Catch you all
go.
later.
Take care.
See you soon.
Car crash.
That is very nice. Nice case. Good condition.
Is that the one? Is that Gaz's?
Just one that you said you haven't seen, Ross.
Oh yeah.
Did
Great
you take
stuff.
any out of those?
Yeah, nice strap. Really like the.
Looks good as new.
Really like the dial. If that is Gaz's,
Yeah. Did you not wear it?
Yeah, okay. I'll find it.
do you think he's actually given it to me, or do you think he's done that for show?
Of course you can have it.
That's pretty cool, though, isn't it? Oh,
Last one to manhandle.
This is the amazing thing coming to this establishment, because you get to hold watches. Greggy boy, you get to hold watches that you'd never see in person. And if there was any,
Oh, it's sold.
Joshy, that's not the one. That's not the Longines. I think it's a diamond dial.
Really?
Yeah.
Diamond.
Yeah, it's a diamond dial. That was a nice Longines though. This watch, you don't. If anyone owned it, they probably wouldn't wear it. It'd probably be put away somewhere because they're scared that it's probably going to be discontinued next year. And then holding on to this, it's going to be worth some dollar. And look, as if by magic, a human. Look at that. That's cool though, isn't it? It's cool. I mean, way too over the what's it for me, but it is cool. Very cool, Dan.
You seen that? That's lovely.
Oh yeah, look at that bad boy. Look at that Zenith. That's a lovely watch, that one,
That's
isn't it?
beautiful, yeah. I can't believe that's not sold yet.
It does have a date. They
Does,
put
yeah.
the date
Squeeze it
in
in
it,
there.
no? That's a beautiful watch. Look at that. Very cool. Yeah, I love that watch. I love the lugs. Lugs are awesome. Very cool, mate. Very cool. Look at this. Greggy's in the house. 2025 Waltham. I remember the nightmare you guys were having. With the banks, yeah. They did have a John Mayer, didn't you? You did have a gold John Mayer. Sold.
Blue, white gold blue on there.
Cool though. It's all magic. It's magic. As you can see, Spencer's very giving. Very giving dude, and for me to be able to take this, it's quite good of him, isn't it? Bound to have a Malteser in there.
I lied, we don't have that, but we do have the platinum one machine.
Oh yeah, look at that. My God. Look at that. That's a beauty. Take a look at that. This is a platinum. And it feels, if you've never held platinum before, and I've never held platinum unless it's on a watch, it's ridiculous. Only someone like Greggy Boy can probably lift it, you know? Unbelievable. It's Knots Gaz is stickered and on a bracelet. It may be in the drawers for something else they're doing. I don't know. We're gonna weigh it.
Reckon?
How much do you reckon? At grams? You on grams here?
Yeah, I think so. Shouldn't be kilogram. Take it off the cushion.
Okay. Oh my god.
Otherwise you're weighing the cushion.
Yeah, I'm just. It's not that.
Oh.
Yeah, can't do it.
Alright.
But it's not that heavy. But we are talking here 325 grams with the cushion. But the cushions are hardly any.
How much is the chocolate bar?
What?
How many grams is the chocolate bar?
How many grams? The Cadbury's is 300 grams. So, what did we say? 300.
25.
327, 325. So how much is the Galaxy? Galaxy is 360, but that feels lighter. But still, that's mental. Mental stuff. What a beautiful watch that is. Beautiful. Racket, what? Yeah. Superb. Right now, Till. Team, get us full goal 36, Tony Soprano. You take care of yourself. On behalf of this team, BQ Watches, have a Merry Christmas. And we'll see you in the new year. There are lots going on. Lots of watches being sold, bought, shown off. One pieces. Phenomenal. And you take it easy yourself. Sorry about the technical issues, but we had to go from one room to the other. That's just the way it goes. All the best to you. Take care, BQ. Take care now. End stream.
Apologies for the technical issues, everyone. Appreciate you tuning in. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. More great content coming from Russ, Josh, Kaylie, Spencer, everyone at BQ Watches. We're going to continue to put our weekly shows and hopefully bring you more of these special live streams as well. So thank you very much. Everyone make sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok as well. See you later from the team.